All right. Hello, Leo, April 2018. Peace. So, I pulled the ruin of Uruz. So, you are Yuzi Uruz. Strength and speed it represents. And it also can mean failure if you exaggerate things. So, the meaning of this one rune, from what I looked up, is power, right? Freedom. It represents passion, the process, courage, and conquest, right? So what does it represent for you, right? And as we pull from the cards, we'll see what the cards have to say as well for you, Leo. But don't overdo anything. I feel like when it comes to love, home, right, your health, don't overdo anything. All right, and really offer yourself that freedom to just go with the flow, right? Or trust your intuition, because Leos don't like to go with the flow, but trust your intuition and don't try to make a story where there's not one. So the video stopped for a second, but here we are. So just be in the moment, right? So Uruz represents strength, speed. And your zodiac card is the strength card. So that came to mind when I pulled the ruin. So let's get to it. Ooh, we have 3 of Cups. I like it. So we have 3 of Cups, and this is representing good company, good friendship, like surrounding yourself with positivity, positive people, friendship that you feel is good for you. And everyone chooses friendships that's good for them at this moment, right? So what is good for you? How do you feel about where you are right now? How do you feel about your friendships and needing that good energy around you? And don't just let it be an energy that you call in when you feel you need it. Just being there always, you know, that's how you get those friendships. Is even though we change over time, we still have those people that are still in our lives. We have the Queen of Rods, and the Queen of Rods is about making, even though the ruin Uruz is about making, I'm looking if there's a strength card here, and I'm like, what? I think I'm going to put it right here on the 2. I feel like that represents a lot of strength. Yeah. Okay. So even though this queen is known to live in barren lands, right, where there's like a desert, or there's not really a lot of resources naturally, right, in the environment. So this Queen of Rods is like making something out of nothing, you know, in a positive way, like really working and building yourself no matter who you are. So this represents that ability and strength to move forward and to get things accomplished. Then you have the 2 of Swords, and it's the words that we say to ourselves to encourage ourselves, to help us move forward, to move on. And I feel like this takes a lot of strength and speed, right? Which this rune means. So the strength and speed of knowing yourself, because once you know yourself, you can come back, or you can answer a question truthfully to the best of your knowledge, or if you need to defend yourself, you can do that because you know yourself so well. The person is blindfolded and they have their swords. So it's like your words and your actions and knowing yourself. The King of Cups, I feel like this is someone that could come into your life if you are single looking for a relationship. We have the broken heart right here. but I feel like it's more of you, what you think of yourself, but we'll get to that. So the King of Cups is saying that someone's offering you love, okay, a relationship, a new relationship coming in. However, there is some kind of self-doubt or some kind of self-sabotage within this person that seems really good on the outside, but there's a lot that they have to work on, just like you. So I feel like just be mindful of how successful you are and how good you are at something. It's always trying to, no matter who you are, is to see the person's intention. I think this person is actually good for the moment. However, they have their own weaknesses that will cause you to kind of feel like you're without the truthness of the words that they speak to you. So just be mindful of that. And there might be a very lustful person, because you have the Seven of Cups, which talks about things that you wish to attract, not things that you need, really necessity. They're not like health and happiness and all of that, but these things will make you feel happy, but you can't rely on the objects to make you happy. You have to just be happy anyway. And if you don't have these things anymore, you're still happy. So that's the real key in knowledge. Is like, it's nice to have a shiny car, it's nice to have jewelry, it's nice to have parties and a partner, a relationship, to win awards and to be victorious, all of these things, you know, but you already have to have that within you, the essence of that, the joy of it. And then these are just the manifestation of what you already have already, you know. So there you have it. Now you have the World card, and it's like a celebration. It's like celebrating the highs and lows, celebrating just your actions, you know, your karma. So the things that you do will bring these prosperities into your life, and it's like your life is a celebration. So when you're winning, right, you kind of look down on people, but if you flip it, it's like the Hangman in reverse, right? Where you're really wise in your perspective, but when you're winning, you feel great. So you might have a relationship that was wonderful. The person was saying all the right words, but you know, maybe this person doesn't work out, or they got ill, they're not feeling well, or maybe they didn't really mean their words. They were just lusting after something. And then you have to realize that, you know, what actions did you take to kind of pull this in? Were you just wanting to hear these nice words from the King of Cups, or did you know, so your part also in it, because you have to really be grounded within yourself to know and to kind of use your intuition. So we have the Three of Swords. It's like a broken heart. It's like sadness. So, you know, if you're in a relationship, it's kind of like working through arguments, you know, and maybe the person really wants something and you don't really want to agree with it, right? But if you're single, this is like just someone that's coming into your life brokenhearted, and then you can see that this person, if you trust them again, they're going to like steal something from you, or just hurt you more, or take something from your house, or, you know. So you have to have levels of trust. If you know this person for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, that's really not a lot of time if they show like a shady freaking character, right? So then you have Nine of Cups, and then you're building yourself back up. You're trying to think of all the things that you've achieved and trying to make yourself feel better, but you still have some more work to be done, because you have the Death card. So you're just going to go through your emotions and just kind of let go of all of that experience, right? So just be mindful of how successful you are and how great you feel. Because when you feel wonderful about yourself, you start out with like 3 great cards, great friendships, right? You start out with the Queen of Rods, which is a fire element. You are a fire sign, and then you mix that with air. It's like the perfect storm for success if you look at it in a positive way. And then you attract someone that loves that attention, and they just F up your chi here, you know. So, and you have the rune of Uruz, so it's like that strength and that speed, right? But it means failure if you if you are not really wise about what your actions are, right? So let's look at, let's get some wisdom. I feel like some nice words need to be said here. Wisdom cards. We can be truthful and we can build ourselves up, okay? So we have, I allow others to be themselves. Hello. Allow that mofo to be themselves. And you can allow people to be themselves. Maybe not can. Allow people to show you who they really are and believe it. I love that. That's one of those quotes. I allow others to be themselves, because maybe that's the way they are right now, and this is the only way they feel like they can accomplish things, but it's not the best way, right? So, you know, you just got to move forward and not make things worse for yourself. You know, don't let your ego feel like you have to jab them back and then, you know, cause yourself physical death, like, you know, something really bad, you know, or some kind of negative ending. So this could be you transforming and just like moving forward. So let's see what the animals have to say. Deer, pathfinder. Look at that, that transformation, finding your new path. Listen, I feel like this is all, this energy is rocking right now. Trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. Boom, boom, boom. You got the deer, okay? And the deer can hear you like miles away. Like these suckers, not only jacked up onto my car back in the day, running across the road, but that was their land first. And you know, humans, we just cut a connective road for the highway in between where they used to run from one field to the other. I get it, but I was still mad. Okay, so you know, they can sense things, but they also get nervous and scared, just like the rest of us, right? So cunning, gentleness, grace, purity. The cunning makes me think of even if you got the person on video doing something, and if you wanted to fight it and take them to court and sue them for it, but that's like a lot of energy. That's like so much energy. But like, it depends on your particular situation, Leo, because this is like all information that's getting channeled, but like it all depends. It's like really seeing that, you know, you can be that way if you wish, but finding a new path, like this is a major arcana, the world. Okay, you have the world as the first major arcana, right? Your karma, your celebration, the experiences that happen to you, you feeling good about yourself, you getting your heart broken, then this person is freaking, it's hard to trust them because you don't know if they're really trying to help you or stealing, but you already know they jacked up already, you know, from just lusting, right? And really being like without something, like you're finding out that this person's personality is, even though they're charming, King of Cups, right? But then you find out that there's something lacking, like there was something like a lost soul or confusion, and you find out that there's some lust there, right? Or they have a secret agenda, a motive. But I allow others to be themselves and then find a new path. Trust your instinct to guide you through this situation, right? So here we go. We have the adventuring, right? So it's like, I feel like putting it on the lust right there. I feel like that love is really need to be given to yourself, the world, your karma. Think about that, you know. The solar plexus, that strength, you know. I feel like you're trying to build yourself up here, but it's all ego, you know, like showing off all the things that you've done. Like maybe that's the way for you to feel better, is to kind of like look at all that you've achieved. So in a positive way, it's like looking at all that you've achieved and saying, you know what, I'm a good person, I misjudge, big deal, you know. So on a positive note, the Nine of Cups can be a boost to self-confidence, right? And if it goes too far, it's really negative, right? So like this could be for the solar plexus, like the carnelian, right? So we have that. And we have our jasper. I love the jasper for the root chakra, right? I think it's just getting rooted in good friends. How about that? And the Queen of Rods. So you still have that positive energy throughout the reading. So I hope that helps, Leo. I think that is it. Peace and happy April 2018. The new moon in Aries is on the 16th. That's a fire sign, your sister sign or brother sign. New moon in Scorpio on the 30th. That's like the most feisty, I like to call it, powerful water sign. So you can take in from those moons and enjoy the month and, you know, strengthen yourself up, especially on the full moon. Welcome in the new month, looking ahead for May. So blessings. Click like, share the video. Clicking like helps this channel. Share it with friends that you know love tarot reading, and enjoy April. Happy spring.